Alright, hey guys, welcome to Camp Race League, and so I just kind of realized start Sunday at like 2 o'clock, and I never made a start for the vlog here. I just never got to doing it yesterday because it was honestly a long day yesterday. I got up at 7 in the morning to go get a wristband for Kevin Harvick's signing, and I just never did start a video, and so I'm gonna put a start video. Of course, I've already seen the Xfinity race, and I was there, and luckily I didn't get burnt too much. I'm a little bit red in the back of my neck here where I'm wearing this buff right now, but yeah, that's about it. My legs a little bit, but I mean, I'm not like redneck burnt yet, so that's a good thing. So it is 2 o'clock right now. I'm actually about to head to the racetrack for Sunday. So I'm only going to meet Ross Chastain because he's going to be the easiest driver to go meet today. I could go talk real quick too about the drivers that meet yesterday. I met 4 drivers yesterday. Yeah. So I met Daniel Suarez yesterday. I met Kevin Harvick yesterday, and I met Justin Allgaier again and Sam Mayer. So yeah, I met 3 new guys and Allgaier once again, and I got autographs from all of them. Most importantly, I got 4 total cars signed, two from Harvick, and spoilers, one is a Gravedigger car, and I will show these at the end of the video. I'm going to probably record the end of this tomorrow morning because I'm expecting it to be a late night tonight again too, and I'll probably be able to make a video when I get home or do anything for the video when I get home. But yeah, so I got 2 cars signed from Kevin Harvick because he was signing 2 things. But yeah, it was really cool meeting all the drivers. They're all very nice. I talked with Allgaier saying, you know, I hope you can win a championship today. He's like, yeah, I do too. It was a great conversation with him. I had a great conversation with Harvick, just like saying congratulations on a great career and stuff. Had a good talk with Suarez too about last Sunday in Chicago. Yeah, I was like, you know, Suarez was teammates with that Shane Van Gisbergen guy. I'm like, you know what? Let me see what Suarez thought about him in that race. And yeah, it was really great talking to them. I might say some Chastain today, who knows? But yeah, it was a very cool day yesterday, and honestly, I enjoyed the Xfinity race a lot more than I enjoyed the March one, and a lot more than I enjoyed last year's Xfinity race too. For the second race, yeah, the summer race last year. So overall, it was a great race, and I'm hoping tonight's gonna be overall great. I know it was crappy. It was kind of crappy for me the last Sunday race in March, but that's because Logano won, of course. And unfortunately, I am kind of by myself without any like other younger serial driver like I wanted to do for this. But yeah, I just wasn't really able to work out the way I kind of wanted to do that. So I kind of figured by myself. That's the main reason why I really didn't start recording yesterday, doing like stuff outside of the racing stuff. Because I just really I was like, you know what, there's really no point in me doing it by myself, and I feel like I'm lame doing it by myself. But yeah, I will, at the end of this video, also show all the diecasts I've gotten. I've unboxed a couple of them already, a lot of the bigger cars, and a couple of the small ones. I only unboxed 2 of them, not actually 1 of them right now, but yeah, so anyway, with that, I'm gonna get headed to the racetrack here, and go one more time, go buy from the tents I always buy from. I've been there a good few times this weekend. I am looking forward to that Rusty Wallace 2 car still I need, and there's a lot more stuff I'll announce to here all pretty soon. I did just announce this morning on Sunday that I am going to kind of re-include back the year-long format, but I am going to do it a little bit separate. I'll go more in depth with it after race weekend when I'm home. But yeah, so anyway, that'll do it here for all this, and I hope y'all do enjoy the video. For the Xfinity part, like I said, I already recorded all of it, and I hope y'all do enjoy the rest of the video here from me race weekend. Like always, thanks for supporting the channel. I'll probably say that again whenever I get the video done with the diecast review stuff for tomorrow morning. But yeah, I do always appreciate it. And I know the last vlog was very good on views, and we'll see how this one goes. Heck, Maritime 3 race has been doing well recently. But anyway, let me go to get driving. I got a nice little 10-minute drive to get to the racetrack.
Fireworks extravaganza that we had here on Independence Day this past Tuesday. Freight Auctions sponsoring that. What an event that was. A great turnout by all the fans showing up here Tuesday night. We're super excited, and the fans have funneled back in here for the kids of Speedway Children's Charities. Looks like Kyle C. next up out there. Yeah, he is a George driver out of Marietta. Racing. Johnson is from the Ice Orient. Just working under the billboards here in turns 1 and 2. Off the exit of turn number 2, Justin Allgaier, a winner here at Atlanta Motor Speedway, looking to do that again here. He's picked up the only win, I believe, for Junior Motorsports this season. He picked that up at Charlotte a couple weeks ago. Rockets off of turn number 2. Car lane. Obviously a really good year earlier this year.
PRN, the Performance Racing Network.
Here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. We are under caution. We have fluid on the track. Look on your screens, you'll see a replay of this.
Glitter.
You can see something right there.
tonight. He has had to park it on pit road here. He couldn't even get it to move. He's very dejected here getting in. Brandon Jones also by end has some damage to fairly significant, but they're trying to repair that. When you mentioned Randy.
Well, there's a lot happening on this end of pit road. Two separate incidences. Now, before this last caution came out, we had Ty Gibbs get into the wall, had a flat right rear. He had
race cars, and it shows you straight in this Alsco Uniforms 250 are going to pace car, make that left-hand turn, and we'll head to the pit lane, and we're about to try again here, David. Turn 1, trying to break up, using John underneath.
Yeah. They just had to make it interesting at the end. Alright, who wins, wins. That's right, go, go, go!
Truck race where the dude like caught his truck on fire doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like last month.
He did it at Martinsville.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
High five.
Racing team on the tight guidelines of the Thunder Ring. This past Thursday, our Nascar stars.
right, so that was how the cup race was going to end last night. So yeah, I guess how do I want to start this? Okay, so I guess I'll really say kind of really in my opinion, comparing this race to I guess the last 3 Atlanta plate races and probably every Atlanta race I've been to in general, I think this is definitely without a doubt the best race weekend overall I've been to. The closest I could probably say would maybe be 2016 when Jimmy won because Jimmy's my favorite guy, and maybe when Kane won back in 2014 because it was just a really great finish when he won that one. But yeah, so of course during the cup race, it's probably noticeable too that I did probably move a little bit during it. I went to the section above because where I was sitting, it was really packed, and I guess somehow I got crammed into both seats I had purchased, so really would have sucked if I only had one ticket, and yeah, I still got crammed in down there. So I moved up to the section above where my uncle was, and there was actually plenty of room up there, so I moved up there. Unfortunately, I had that pole in the way for recording, but I wasn't going to mind. I mean, I'm not a popular YouTuber, so it wasn't really going to matter if there was a pole in the way of recording the cars going around. But yeah, overall, that was really a good race, I will say, for Atlanta, definitely for the first time in a while. And, I was expecting it to rain last night, and of course, it is raining into this morning. That's definitely why the race got called. There was no way they're going to finish the race. But of course, once Byron got to the lead, I was wondering if the caution would come out for rain, because literally William Byron was in the race lead, my favorite Cup Series driver. And yeah, I was sitting there like, are they about to call this thing for rain while Byron's in the lead? And yeah, eventually it happened, and of course, I had to run to the restroom before they brought cars down pit road, and I felt it raining, and I was like, yeah, they're about to call this. There's no way. And of course, right as I was leaving the track, I saw Byron's interview on the TV while I was leaving. I got the video of his car on pit road, but that was about it. Of course, it was going to be about it, because they were going to get all the drivers out and stuff. But yeah, it was overall a great race weekend. A couple of small things that were kind of dumb here and there that I didn't like, but yeah, overall, great race weekend, I'll say, and great job, William Byron. Of course, this was his Atlanta win from last year I got earlier this year. Yeah, I did also buy a lot of cars. That's kind of why I'm recording this part of the video here the next morning, because I just want to kind of show off all the cars. There is one I did miss, though. It's, I'll go show it first, I guess. Yeah, the weed car. Yeah, I want to put all my Kyle Bushes there. Like I said, there's a very big update I did talk about in the other part of the vlog for yesterday about, I guess, some of the diecast races stuff. And starting off too, there was one car I talked about needing to get, and it was an old school 2 car. Of course, a lot of the Rusty Wallaces I've been finding, or any of the 2s I've been finding on eBay, literally no Miller Lite sponsor, because yeah, it was a Miller Lite car back then. But yeah, I did get the old school 2 car for I guess the next the next diecast race season I'm going to come back with pretty soon. I found Bobby Isaac's old school Dodge Daytona. I am going to keep this one in the box. It's not going to be used for anything. I did find this old 42 and this old 52. Funny enough, I got these 3 cars for free because the guy's like, you buy too many cars, so just take them. And I mean, I was going to give him the money for him, but yeah, he was like, hey, just take them. And funny enough, the Harvick car, one of the Harvick cars got signed, I bought from him too, actually. I think that's the only, I bought that and some trucks from him, and you'll see the trucks in a second. And this was actually another cool one I found too, Junior's Mountain Dew scheme. I might keep this one in the box as well because, I mean, it's probably a cool rare scheme that would be worth a lot of money. And I know, like I talked about last week, and I guess a little bit, I might consider selling some of my older cars. That's my plan this week. I'm going to go through a lot of my older stuff again and just look for all the duplicates, see which cars I wouldn't mind getting rid of, or which cars I do want to keep. Because I'm keeping a lot of the cars here, and you see a lot of the boxes for other 124s. Actually, some of the cars are boxed up over there because they didn't fit in that crate over there. So these are all the 164s. The older ones, I did get another Kodak 4 car. I don't know why I have like 5 Kodak 4 cars. This 43 truck, I got an 86 truck. I got 2 more Jack Sprague 24s, and I finally found a Bob Kieslowski 29. And yeah, the guy, this is not from the guy that had all those trucks last year. This is actually from the same guy who I got the other 3 cars for free, but I did pay for all those trucks. So yeah, then all the cars here, I did buy some Harvick cars. I got his like little, kind of, I guess, the real tree style scheme here. It's not the actual real tree, but it's the nice little camo on the side. Did get the Bush Apple. This is my uncle's favorite version of the Bush beer that's not around right now, apparently. I did buy a Patriotic Harvick car. I did also get his Patriotic Coke 600 shirt because it was really cool. I wanted to get a Harvick shirt since his last year. And yeah, there's Josh Berry car. Got a new Allgaier car. So this will probably go display with all my Allgaier cars up on the shelf. I'm doing a lot of rearranging soon, so there's going to be a lot changed up on my display stuff. Haley Deegan, I did get a 1 truck for you, and that's using a 13 now. Some of the other 2022s I got, well, Eric Jones' Guns N' Roses car along with too. I'm keeping this one box, definitely. I did get some Bubba cars, even though I don't like Bubba Wallace, of course. Yeah, everyone who's been around my channel for a while knows that. I decided, hey, let's just get some 23 cars in case I have to run in 23. The Atlanta car for this race. I do have the March race one too, actually. I did get brackets like this is the 1/6 car I missed last year. I did kind of want to get because it's a nice looking scheme still. This is actually signed by Ross Chastain. This is one of these. I did meet Ross yesterday. I did talk about the other drivers the day before. But yeah, I did get to meet Ross Chastain. Didn't get to talk to him a lot because he had a big old crowd whenever I met him yesterday. It was really cool to see he even had that big of a crowd waiting to get a signature from him. So yeah, I got Bell's 2023 20 car. Definitely one of my favorite DeWalt schemes ever. The 42 Winnie scheme. They had these two graphics cars there. Eric Jones with his 43 along with Guns N' Roses car. They finally had Ty Gibbs' next gen, and yeah, they had a lot of cars there that have not came out yet from Lionel right now. And those haulers, Kyle Busch's Cheddar's car, so I do have another number 8 car to add on. Blaney's Duracell. The Briscoe's Rush Truck Center's car, they finally had that one come out. Chris Buescher 17. I loved Buescher's scheme he ran last night. I definitely want to get that one. Truex's car, then I did have to get my original my all-time Cup Series favorite driver, Jimmy Johnson. Really do hate like what happened with his family last week. I know I didn't talk about I don't really talk very well about subjects like that. But I do hope Jimmy does get better, and I do hope that he does hope to try to run Atlanta next year. I really want to see him racing in Atlanta Motor Speedway, and I really do hope he does consider doing it next year. But yeah, got his 84 car, and honestly too, with all these cars, next year, I did already talk about this a lot, I'm going to probably move to only getting one ticket for all races next year because everything's getting a lot more expensive, of course. And I just don't want to waste money too much. And of course, with diecast too, I did buy a couple expensive cars this year again too, or this race again. I am definitely going to slow down on it next year. I may not get a lot. Well, I'm definitely not going to be planning on getting a lot. And that's not really part of the reason why I'm thinking about selling some cars too. I mean, I can get rid of a couple things. But yeah, I think because a lot of these cars in the diecast haulers, they were 2 times the amount of what I paid for back in the day when I first started getting NASCAR in 2010, 2012. And I mean, these cars, they were like $2 a piece. I mean, these trucks on eBay, they go for about $20. And yeah, all these cars were literally $14 a piece, except for this Blaney, because I bought it from the person I always buy from. And yeah, he has them at the really good prices. So yeah, and oh, my cat decided to lay my Ross Chastain hat. I did buy this yesterday for me, Chastain, and my cat messed some stuff up here last night. After I got home, I got Bell's DeWalt hat. I got a new Kyle Busch hat, and of course the Allgaier hat I was wearing during the Xfinity race on Saturday. I think I was wearing the Byron Exalta hat, yeah, for start yesterday, because he was wearing an Exalta car last night. And the last thing I'm going to really show off in the video here is all of these cars. I'm going to go over these in a second, but I did get Zane Smith's truck. I hope to meet Zane Smith next year, because I do want him to sign his truck. This is, what is 8 Daytona wins? I need to look at the box and see which one it is. I know he won there 2 years in a row. I don't remember, what the Love Scheme fully looked like for last year. This should be last year's, I believe. Yeah, I didn't even do a burnout. I don't even look he did a burnout with his truck. So this could have been the 2023 truck for all I know. But yeah, here we go. So like I said, I did meet 3 of these drivers here. I did get another Byron car. This was from Friday. The Darlington car from 2017. You know, every time I find his Xfinity car, it's normally always this scheme. It's not his normal scheme. It was either this one or the Homestead Win one I got last year or 2 years ago. I bought that one off of Circle B. I did find, this is another very cool find, Casey Kane's car. I didn't realize this was signed at first. And when I went back the next day to buy it, yeah, I realized it was signed. But yeah, Casey, I love this Mountain Dew scheme. Of course, Mountain Dew is my favorite soda, so I definitely had to get it. And that's going to be a cool card I'm going to keep for a long time. So Daniel Suarez was first driver, got something to sign for, and I did buy this car on Friday. And yep, he left the nice golden kind of brown marker signature on it. It looks very cool. On the jockey scheme, definitely one of my favorite paint schemes for the NASCAR team, well, for Trackhouse, definitely. So Kevin Harvick, like I said, I did officially meet him. He signed the Grave Digger car I got, which I've been wanting him to sign this ever since I got it. And I did buy this car. It was between this and the Michigan Win Next Gen. I saved about 40 more bucks getting this compared to next gen. I did buy this from the guy who let me get those 3 cars for free too, by the way. But yeah, so he did sign the roof for us. I was going to get him to try to sign the hood, but I never actually got to ask Harvick about it. But yeah, it was very cool getting to talk to him. I wasn't really sure what to say to him because I mean, like, he's literally a legend of the sport, of course, and It was his last year, of course. I don't remember what I asked him at first about like the Atlanta race stuff. I know I did congratulate him on a great career, saying he had one great career, of course. I mean, heck, he did. Harvick did have a great career in the Cup Series, or NASCAR in general. And I definitely do respect him a lot, too. I never really hated Harvick a lot, but yeah, it was very cool to get that car. And my man, Justin Allgaier on Saturday, very cool to get to see him again. And yep, he did sign this car, and I'm very happy I got to meet him. And I think I might have given him a little bit of a fire to go for that Xfinity title on accident. I kind of regret saying, I was like, dude, I want you to win a title so bad. I want to see it. And yeah, I don't know if I upset him or not, but I do feel bad if I did. But Allgaier's my favorite Xfinity guy, of course. And yeah, I'm glad he did get to sign this car, because this is one of my favorite schemes of him that's a race win. But yeah, that'll I guess do with the vlog stuff here. So yeah, I mean, I did buy a lot of cars again, and I mean, I did buy a lot of shirts. I watched them yesterday when I was at home, and of course, I got home late last night too. But oh yeah, something else very cool too. I did buy that Byron shirt. Actually, I'm gonna pull out that Byron shirt because I want to show it off. It is literally one of my favorite shirts now too. That I've been wearing a lot. Byron's little nice little kind of crew shirt, and I'm glad I bought this because, of course, he was running HOTlanta scheme this weekend, and of course, I watched it yesterday before going back to the track, and I wore it again today or yesterday, and yeah, he won in the HOTlanta scheme, and yeah, definitely very cool. He won, and of course, a little bit of a change up too in the color still, because I mean, they did a full on black color now too, for the drivers too. I saw that. Anyway, that'll do here for the vlog here. I know this video probably isn't gonna be a lot like what I did back in March. I mean, I really wasn't into like recording a lot of the race weekend, but I do want to say though, it was definitely great energy all race weekend. I know there's probably gonna be some fans too that are going to be watching this video too that I did me as well. It was very cool getting me a lot of race fans, talked to a lot more people. I honestly talked to a lot more people at the track compared to the other last few years I've gone by myself. This is really kind of the first time I really talked to a lot more people. And I mean, it was really cool. I mean, like I said, great, just great overall experience for everything. Just a couple little things that I didn't like, but still, it was a great experience. And I'm not gonna let those things take away from how his race weekend was. But yeah, so yeah, like the great experience and everything. There's something else to say too. Oh yeah, and really, this race weekend too definitely showed why I love racing, and I love NASCAR as a sport. IndyCar I like too a lot, and eventually I do want to go to an IndyCar race. I do also want to expand out like the Cup races I do want to go to next year, hopefully. My plan right now is to maybe look into going to Nashville next year whenever the schedule comes out. It'll just really depend on like ticket prices. I know too, like going. I mean, it's a state away from me, but yeah, it'd be like having to go up there, stay a whole weekend, because I definitely would go for the whole race weekend and to see how much it would cost for everything. And of course, too, I'm definitely going to both Atlanta races next year. Going to eventually get the tickets worked out for it. And hey, maybe years down the road, if I still keep his YouTube channel running, I will, and keep doing the vlogs too. I'll probably be going to a lot more tracks too. Who knows? But yeah, you know, just not being a big name YouTuber or whatever. But yeah, definitely doing a lot more of the diecast racing. I will return with that. I still got to do the remaster for season 2. I've only done the first 5 races, and of course, having to get all the stuff kind of moved around in my room. All the cars being put back in the attic for those boxes. Yeah, it's going to be a couple days, and I have to go back to work today, but I'm going to go do stuff here in a little bit to get that. I don't know when this vlog's going to come out, but anyway, like always, thank y'all for supporting the channel here, like if you do, and yeah, it was just a really great race weekend again, and I can't wait for next year, obviously, and yeah, this will be Kevin signing out, and I'll see y'all next time.